Just go along with it, you got nothing to lose. Everybody in position. So during this whole time, I want you to put your feet together like this. And you're not going to move your feet through this whole process. And I'm going to hypnotize you for a minute, all right? So raise your hand like this, point just straight forward. And then I want you to turn around like that as far as you can. And then I want you to remember that dot. Go as far as you can. I want you to remember exactly where you can see. Okay, and then once you got the spot where you can see, I want you to close your eyes for a minute. Stay where you're at. Again, nobody's looking at you, so it don't matter. Everyone's got their eyes closed. And then I want you to imagine yourself. Okay, those are still turn around. Come back around. Put your arms out. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about doing it again mentally. You're not doing it physically. You're not moving physically. Just think of it mentally. And I want you to visualize yourself putting your arm back up and then turning it around. And I want you to go even farther than what you did physically just a minute ago. Think about how that spot would look like. And then I'll tell you how athletes use this, football players and stuff like that too. And then once you got the spot in your mind, I want you to bring that arm back around mentally and bring it back down. I'm going to ask you to do it one more time. So mentally, you're going to raise your hand again. Now I want you to visualize yourself again going farther than when you went the last time you visualized it. A lot farther. And once you got the spot, I want you to turn around again. Bring your arm back down and open your eyes. You can open your eyes now. Now I want you to raise your hand again. Don't move your feet. Now I want you to do it again. So turn around again. And see how far you went this time. So you can sit down now. So how many of you raise your hand if you went further than what you went the first time? Raise your hand if you didn't even try it. Okay. Because one of the things that happens to your brain is that football players use this, baseball players use this, artists use it. Right before they have a big game or boxer or whatever, they sit down and visualize the whole thing happening before it even happens. Does anybody know why you do that?
So you're ready?
So you're ready? To motivate you? Anybody else? Relax you? Because the thing that, self-confidence, what tends to happen is that as you live life, you can pick up a million things that are going on around you. Or what would happen if you could hear every noise that was going on around you, see everything that was going on? Probably go a little crazy. So your brain can only focus on a little bit at a time. It's about 2,000 bits of information. So whatever you focus on is what your brain is going to focus on. So, for example, when I decided to open up the photography business, I was at Walmart, and I'd be walking around, somebody would say, yeah, I'm getting married. I'd be like, what? Yeah. Hey, you know, photography business, blah, blah, blah. My mind usually would not pick it up. And the only reason I was picking it up is because I changed my focus. And what I've learned through the years of going to school and stuff like that, the more I change my focus, the more energy I develop to a certain area, the more opportunities I'm able to see. And the way the brain works in visualization is because it finds that if something's not true, it tries to create a reality. So how can we make this happen? For example, how many of you have ever thought of a name of a song or whatever, movie, or a person, you can't spit it out? You got it right there, but you can't spit it out. And then, like, 2 in the morning, you wake up and like, oh, there it goes, that's it. Because your brain is still working. Even though you're not thinking about it, your brain is still working at it. The same thing happens when you visualize and you have a set goal of what you want to do in life. Your brain keeps working at it. You know, even though you're not noticing this happening, you know, you have millions of doors and opportunities that happen, but if you're focused on something as you're walking around, you're going to see those doors clearly. But if you're focusing on this stuff in life, that's what your mind's going to focus on. Kind of makes sense?